this woman away to be married today?
I do.
Well done, AJ. Thank you very much. Everyone, please be seated. Thank you very much. That's wonderful. There you go. Oh my gosh, look at those flowers. And look at you. Gosh, gorgeous. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Five Pine Lodge here in Sisters. Get your hankies out. You're okay, Heather. You'll be fine. We've come here today to watch this beautiful young couple become husband and wife after quite a long while. They've been waiting for this for ages and building up to this very moment, and here we are now. I decided to start this ceremony with a cute little quote by Pedro Arrupe. Nothing is more practical than falling in love in a quite absolute final way. What you are in love with, what seizes your imagination, will affect everything. It will decide what will get you out of bed in the morning, what you will do with your evenings, how you will spend your weekends, what you read, who you know, what breaks your heart, and what amazes you with joy and gratitude. Fall in love, stay in love, and it will decide everything. I just like that. With that said, we are gathered here in the presence of family and friends to indeed join in matrimony, Colton and Alicia, and to bear witness to the transforming power of love. This outward celebration of which we are partaking, we all know to be an expression of the inner love and devotion that each of them has in their heart for one another, and I know that's exactly what's brought them to this very moment in their lives. Love is a quality of spirit and an attitude of the emotions, but a marriage is a life's work, a spiritual art form. Therefore, this is an occasion of both profound joy and great responsibility, and we who partake in it find ourselves as witnesses to the labor of love that you are undertaking here. Look at these smiles, it's fantastic, it's lovely. And yes, of course, all here present are with you, and we're here to support you with our thoughts and our prayers, our energies, and our actions. We are further bound by the shared memories of those who are not seated here with us today. Though they're not seated, we know that they are with us, quietly smiling and nodding with a wink in affirmation of this joyous occasion and resulting vows. They hold a very special place among us and are a part of the loving bonds between all of us. Now, we all know that this is such a special and extremely important moment in each of your lives, because marriage is a commitment, and it's a commitment to life, to the best that two people can find and bring out in each other. Marriage offers opportunities for sharing and growth that no other human relationship can equal, a physical and emotional joining that is a promise, and it's a promise for a lifetime. Within the circle of its love, marriage encompasses all of life's most important relationships. A wife and a husband should be each other's best friend, as I know you are. A wife and a husband are each other's confidant, lover, teacher, listener, and critic.
That's right.
Shuffle for the critic. All right, we all get that part. Marriage deepens and enriches every facet of life. Happiness is fuller, memories become fresher, commitment is stronger, life in all ways is more full with marriage. But it's not the easiest thing in the world. Just ask those of us who are married. You have to work at it every day. Happiness in marriage must be created. In the art of marriage, it's the little things that make the difference. For instance, it's remembering to say I love you at least once a day, perhaps not always in words, but in the way you look at each other or touch. It is at no time taking the other for granted. The courtship should continue throughout your lives together. It's never growing too old to hold hands, and it is never going to sleep angry. It's having a mutual sense of values and common objectives, and it's forming a circle which gathers in the whole family and the family of friends. It's speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. And it's doing things for each other not in the attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in the spirit of joy. It is cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and of course your lovely sense of humor. And it is having the capacity to forgive and forget. It's giving each other an atmosphere in which to grow, and it is establishing a relationship in which the independence is equal, the dependence is mutual, and the obligation is reciprocal. That's a piece of cake, really, when you think about it. Just follow all that, we'll be fine. So let us all be thankful to be here today to witness the love and the joy that Ali and Colton have found in one another, and for their open hearts and willing spirits, and for the example of love that they're showing us here. Let us all be with them on this joyous occasion of proving that love by speaking their vows, and may we all feel the change that is occurring with the words spoken here today. And speaking of words, they asked me to read this. This is Blessing for a Marriage by James Dillett Freed. May your marriage bring you all the exquisite excitements a marriage should bring, and may life grant you also patience, tolerance, and understanding. May you always need one another, not so much to fill your emptiness as to help you know your fullness. May you need one another, but not out of weakness. May you want one another, but not out of lack. May you succeed in all important ways and not fail in the little graces. May you look for things to praise, often say, I love you, and take no notice of small faults. If you have quarrels that push you apart, may both of you hope to have good sense enough to take the first step back. I'll just pause on that one there for all of us. May you enter into the mystery which is the awareness of one another's presence, no more physical and spiritual, warm and near when you are side by side, and warm and near when you are in separate rooms or even distant cities. May you have happiness, and may you find it making one another happy. May you have love, and may you find it loving one another. Well, you two, I'm convinced that being married here is a sure sign that this will grow into a wonderful, loving life, a life where you can be happy every day, a life in which you can be forever young at heart, enjoying every day, every week, every season together. So let's get on with it and ask this big old question you've been waiting for, shall we? Colton, do you take Alicia to be your wife? Do you promise to love her and stand by her side through good times or bad, in sickness and in health? Do you vow to be there for her always as her loving partner and friend?
I do.
Thank you, sir. Ali, do you take Colton to be your husband? Do you promise to love him and stand by his side through good times or bad, in sickness and in health? Do you vow to be there for him always as his loving partner and friend?
I do.
Fantastic. This is going rather well then. If I may have the rings, please. Come on now.
One
Thank
job.
you. Thank you. You may remain both relax now. I ask that these rings be blessed as the symbol of this affectionate unity. May these two find in each other the love for which everyone yearns. May the home which they establish together be such a place of sanctuary that many will find there a friend. May these rings symbolize the everlasting love that you have found in each other. He's gritting his teeth, he's getting more serious now. Okay, here you go. I'd like you to place those rings on your bride's left hand, sir, and repeat these few words after me. And then I'll let you take over. Lovely. Holding onto those rings, gazing into her eyes. Please repeat these few words. I, Colton, take you, Alicia,
I, Colton, take you, Alicia,
to be my wife.
to be my wife.
And with these rings I seal the vow.
And with these rings, I seal the vow.
I will always be yours,
I will always be yours,
and yours alone.
and yours alone.
Okay, sir, it's up to you now. Got some vows?
I do.
Yeah, thought you did.
If I can get them out.
Speak right into that if you
Yeah,
can. If
perfect.
You can.
Bear with me. I may have written too much.
It's okay. Settle in, everybody.
Alicia. In June of 2016, I was just some guy working inventory at Best Buy, working alone in the back of the store, trying to avoid as many people as possible. I just wanted to do my job and get out with having to talk or share with anyone else. In the midst of my loneliness, I had a cut on my finger and needed a Band-Aid. I walked to the front of the store, and there you were. To this day, no one has ever filled my heart with love like you, that you did that day, and every day since. your big smile, your beautiful eyes, a sparky, playful personality, and a nature to care for others. Nurse Allie was there to fix me, bandage me, and fill my heart with love. I was resistant at first, but the more I spent time around you, the more I was drawn to you. I soon found myself eager to be with you, to spend time with you, and to share memories with you. I wanted you. I knew my love for you was true when I started making decisions based not how it would affect myself, but how it would affect you. You've helped me to become a better man, and because of this, I promise from this day forward to always be truthful with you. I promise to be faithful to you. I promise not to only stand by your side through the good, but also through the hard times. I promise to support any decision you make in the pursuit of happiness. Today, tomorrow, and the next, I will always choose you. I choose you to build memories with, memories that include many adventures, days we spend together in bed, or hours spent walking around Home Goods. I choose you to care for in sickness and in health, to start a family with, to follow you down any path towards happiness. I choose you to bind our hearts and souls. We've spent over 5 years together, and in that time, many times have I said, I don't know, when making decisions. Too many to count. The one thing I know for certain, without a question, is that I love you forever and always. Alicia, I vow to love you and cherish you for the rest of my life.
Oh.
Right?
That was beautiful. Oh my goodness. Like they say, follow that, right? That was lovely. Okay, I'd like you to place that ring on that quivering left digit right there. Holding onto that ring, gazing into his eyes, please repeat after me. I, Alicia, take you, Colton,
I, Alicia, take you, Colton,
to be my husband.
to be my husband,
And with this ring I seal the vow
and with this ring I seal the vow
that I will always be yours
that I will always be yours
and yours alone.
and yours alone. That's a tough one to follow.
It is, isn't it? Good luck.
This is awkward. Okay. Colton, I never would have thought the man I would be marrying I would meet at work, having to play nurse because he injured himself in the warehouse and needed a bandage from the med kit. Trying to copy me. The man who teased me for drinking green tea fraps from Starbucks every day at work. The man who I had a prank war with for an entire week because he thought it would be funny to stick a water bottle by my fender, so I heard a loud flapping when I drove my beat-up Bumblebee car that I already was convinced was falling apart on me at any point. But here we are, standing at the altar, and I would not want the person across me to be anyone else because I adore all our pranks and adventures. We have spent the last 5 years building the best life together. You and I both know how indecisive I can be at times, trying to decide where to go for dinner, picking out an outfit right before we're supposed to be somewhere, changing our bedding every few months because I can't decide how I like it. But if there's one decision in my life that I know is the right one, it's to spend the rest of my life with you. I promise to continue to choose you and our life together above everything. I will always be in your corner and support you, even when the decisions you make are tough, like moving across the state for the summer to fight fires and us rarely being able to see each other. I will forever be your rock. I will forever be your person. Even when we don't see eye to eye, like how to load the dishwasher or what side of the parking lot to drive through when you're trying to find a parking spot. You are and always will be my best friend. I vow to never let that change and to continue to love you through everything. I've chosen you for the past 5 years. I vow to choose you for the rest of my life.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. Yeah, if anyone needs a big old sniff now, they can. You can sniff away. Okay. Oh, lovely. Beautiful, beautiful words. Well, your two lives are now being joined in one unbroken circle. Wherever you go, may you always return to one another in your togetherness. As the two of you have placed the wedding band on each other's finger, you have become one in the spirit of love. May the love that fills your lives today continue to go on forever, just like the circle of those wedding bands. Well, Ali, Colton, you've made this commitment in the name of love. You will triumph in the times of hardship, and I know you will revel in the times of joy. Love is peace, and peace is love. May harmony and happiness be with you always. So now, as promised, I'm going to conclude this ceremony with a lovely little blessing from Broken Arrow. We're just standing here underneath these beautiful pine trees, this beautiful blue sky. It's perfect. May the sun bring you new happiness by day. May the moon softly restore you by night. May the rain wash away your worries and the breeze blow new strength into your being. And all the days of your life may you walk gently through the world and know its beauty. And now you will feel no rain, for each of you will be shelter to the other. Now you will feel no cold, for each of you will be warmth to the other. Now there is no more loneliness. Now you are two persons, but there is only one life before you. Go now to your dwelling place, to enter into the days of your life together, and may those days be good and long upon the earth. So now all that remains by the power vested in me by the great state of Oregon, it is my honor, my privilege, and you know it's my great pleasure to now pronounce you husband and wife. Colton, you may now kiss your wife, sir.
Mazel tov.
Here they are for the very first time, folks, Mr. and Mrs. Colton and Alicia Vickers.